boy, do I have a rant video topic for you guys today. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Alright, so every time I post a video showcasing a travel trailer that I feel is half-ton towable, or shoot, it could really be any travel trailer or fifth wheel period, I get these folks commenting saying, you know, Big Truck Big RV obviously thinks you need a Class 8 Peterbilt to tow this thing, even though it's a relatively compact travel trailer. And people are saying this because I'm relatively conservative when it comes to tow numbers. And I believe that travel trailers and RVs have a different towing profile than flat utility trailers or even cargo trailers, that you can manipulate where that cargo sits in the trailer to better balance out and really help you fight the chance of sway or improper load placement. When you are talking about an RV is a very, very different towing creature than a traditional cargo trailer, utility trailer, or, you know, flat deck, lowboy, anything that you have the ability to really place where things are in or on a trailer. And I say that because, again, every time I post a video on this topic and I tell you, okay, I think that this specific travel trailer is half-ton towable or three-quarter-ton towable, or if I talk about a fifth wheel and I say, you know what, I'd highly suggest a dually to tow this, these folks come out and they obviously feel the need to make a comment saying something like, you know what, I need to get a Class 8 truck to tow this. A Class 8 truck being a semi-tractor. Now, I want to clarify this because there are a lot of folks that comment on my videos and I get a lot of emails and a lot of questions. What I want to mention here is that for every 5 people that criticize my towing numbers, let's say on a video I have 100 comments, 5 of those comments are likely to be very critical about my towing numbers, thinking they're way too conservative. Somebody saying I have an F-150 and I can tow this much weight, no problem, my numbers are BS. Or somebody says the same thing about a Ram or a General Motors truck. And a lot of people thumbs up those comments, obviously agreeing that my numbers are too conservative. And you know what, guys? They might be. They might lean on the conservative side. Would you rather me provide numbers that stress out your truck and stress you out while you're towing, or would you rather me provide you with numbers that give you the most confident towing experience with the least amount of stress when you're towing? That's the entire point of my numbers. I know that there are trucks out there that have the payload capacity and towing numbers to tow larger travel trailers. However, not everyone has that truck. And more importantly, and here's the thing to remember, not everyone even knows what their truck's numbers actually are. There are so many configurations of trucks related to towing capacity, related to payload capacity, related to torque and horsepower, transmissions, that most people just don't know, even if they're shopping for a truck and they feel they have a pretty good understanding of what they're buying. And because of that, oftentimes people think, oh, my truck can tow 13,000 pounds because that's what the manufacturer says, when in fact their specific truck can only tow 8,000 pounds because they don't understand all the different options and features and configurations that go into making a truck tow what it should be able to tow. Now, again, 5 in 100 people might actually say I am completely off base and I'm wrong and my numbers just don't add up. However, half of those people don't even own RVs. So 2.5 or 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5 don't even have an RV. They're talking about some other trailer that they load up and they think that that can equate to the same type of towing experience as an RV, which is entirely wrong. Because again, RVs are built with furniture placement. They're built with holding tanks, all these things that are already pre-configured inside that you can't control the placement of. On any other type of trailer, you can move things around. You can place the weight over the axles, forward of the axles. You can move your pin weight around, essentially. You can't do that on a travel trailer. You can't control how high your travel trailer is off the ground. You can't control how wind affects your travel trailer or fifth wheel or, you know, large RV. So my numbers are based on the fact that there are thousands of floor plans, there are hundreds of truck configurations, and I don't specifically know which one you might have. So I'm speaking in generalities when it comes to my recommendations as it associates to trucks and trailers. Now, going back, if you look at the vast majority of the comments that are left, the vast majority of them, I'm gonna say probably 60 to 80% of them, people agree with me. People that actually have a travel trailer, someone who says, I have this truck, I have this trailer, I followed your recommendation, or I didn't follow your recommendation and I regretted it, so I bought something bigger or I bought something more appropriate. If you look at the vast majority of the comments, they completely agree with my assessment when it comes to towing a travel trailer or fifth wheel with a truck. Having enough truck is more important than anything at all if you want a safe towing experience. Now, I've never suggested that somebody go out and buy a Class 8 tractor, a Peterbilt, a Kenworth to tow a trailer. And you guys can go back. Actually, I've been kind of critical in those videos. Not saying that it's the wrong setup, but the vast majority of fifth wheels and travel trailers can easily be towed by a Class 3, which is a 1-ton dually truck or below. You don't need to go to a big semi-tractor to do it. And I've just pointed out the reasons why I personally feel it's not necessary. There are tons of people out there that do it. And if you are one of those people that do it, or you feel that your setup is appropriate for doing that with, basically your RV is heavy enough that you feel you need something like that to tow it safely and to stop it safely, then by all means get it. The whole point I make is that a lot of times people think it's a required thing, and it's not. And the margins that you have with a lot of these modern dually pickup trucks is really more than enough to safely tow even some of your larger fifth wheels. Now, I've told you guys in videos, if you're moving to that 24,000 pound plus fifth wheel range, then you really should consider, at minimum, a medium duty truck. And I've made that point multiple times because I do feel that you need to have a truck that has the weight and the towing characteristics to properly handle that type of weight, length, and height whenever you're towing it. But for most people out there towing, upwards of maybe 22,000 pounds max on the high end, and most commonly in the 15 to 18,000 pound range for a fifth wheel, and the 6 to 12,000 pound range for a travel trailer, I really don't think you need a truck like that. And that's my entire point when I talk about pickup trucks hauling RVs versus a Class 8 truck hauling some mammoth fifth wheel. There are absolutely some people who do need a Class 8 tractor to haul their fifth wheel because the weight of their trailer would kind of require it. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to make that point. Again, out of all the comments I get in a video, a very small number of people actually challenge my numbers. A very small number of people actually come out and say, you're completely wrong. I've been towing an RV this entire amount of time and I've never had a problem. If you're one of those folks, that's fine. I'm not questioning your ability to tow your specific trailer the way you've configured it. What I'm talking to are folks who are getting into RVing and they're trying to get the very safest setup for their family on the road with the least stressful towing experience. Those are the people that I am talking about. If you're not one of those people, then, you'll continue to leave comments saying I'm wrong, I'm guessing. But the fact is, my entire goal here is to give you guys the best towing experience. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this rant. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.